What is happening here? If you know, Anusha and I, neither of us are cooks in the kitchen. Our friends at home saying we see turkeys. We know that they have nothing to do with this.
Nope.
However, we are here to tell you that this is the year to have the best turkey of your life on Thanksgiving. And if you're not brining that turkey, then you are not doing it right.
You've been told. Today, we're here to learn all the tips and the tricks of brining that holiday bird. We've got Chef Steve Harden joining us in the 9 News kitchen. Thank you for your time. You've
You're
got
welcome.
2 total novices, okay?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know. You got to
okay.
work it out for you.
Zero knowledge on how to do
Absolutely
this.
okay. We're a culinary school, so
Okay.
Oh,
we can do
perfect.
this.
I'm going to ask the simple question that a lot of people already at home know about this. You know, first of all, what is brining and what goes into that?
Brining is
Real basic.
deceptively simple. A brine is just salt water.
Oh, okay, great.
It's quite literally salt water
do
and
that.
some science.
I think we can handle this.
All right.
It's very, very easy to do.
Okay, let's get to it. So what is your first starting point for and
First starting point for a brine is going to be a vessel. You have to have enough space, so we've got good old home improvement bucket.
Perfect.
And then we're going to take our water. Now, this, you have to make sure with your vessel that it is BPA free or food safe. And if not, you just get a brining bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't want any of that plastic on there.
You have 2 gallons of water with you this morning.
I do, because math and science. So a good rule of thumb
Which
is
I'm not good at either of those.
the good rule of thumb is 1 cup of salt to a gallon of water. So
Okay.
for every 10 pounds of your bird. So I have a 12-pound bird. We need to make a little bit of other adjustments. So not just the 1 gallon. So we're going to take our salt. In we go.
Okay, so as you're doing this, I'm curious, because you said if we're not brining that turkey, we're not doing it right. What does a brineless turkey taste like compared to one that has gone through this
Great
process?
question. So what we're doing here with the salt and the brine, and we can add sugar for additional coloring and more cooking science, but what's happening is through osmosis, remember science class, is we're pulling the liquid out of the bird, salting it, removing the liquid back.
Okay.
So this process is going to
Okay.
take about 12 to 24 hours.
Okay.
This is the kind of thing you want to do, start on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week.
Oh wow, okay.
Brine overnight. Wednesday, you're then going to want to pull your bird out to dry it, and then Thursday you can cook it.
Okay.
Chef Harden is asking a lot of us this morning. You guys got to remember to thaw that turkey out in the first
Okay,
place.
this might be
Yeah, it adds another day.
Very obvious question. So you put it in this bucket, and then where do you keep the bucket?
Well, the beauty of, and especially this is great after the weather segment, is if it's not freezing but cold, you can leave it on your balcony. You can put it in your garage fridge.
Okay, great.
So we need to make sure we keep the bird between under 40 degrees. Because 40 to 140 is the danger zone for bacteria and getting sick.
Yeah.
So if we can keep that under 40 is fine. Garage refrigerator is beautiful.
Yep.
Balconies are great. Or you can manage this inside the home either in a cooler and just keep adding ice. And you'll take a
That makes sense.
probe thermometer to manage your temperature.
This feels doable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's nothing to be
We say
afraid of. So we've got our bucket, we got our salt water. In goes the bird, preferably breast side down.
Okay.
And if we need more liquid, it's hard to see. Oh, hey, look at that overhead
see it.
camera.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add more liquid.
Steve, you don't
Now,
have to worry about a TV studio.
Clearly, I've done this a few times.
Hey.
Obviously, you guys, we're going to have mixed up that salt.
Right.
And we can add sugar, which will also help the browning process. So we can throw some in there as well. And when we're all done, we start on Tuesday. Clearly, we're going to mix that up. We start on Tuesday, and when we're all done, slide this out of the way, approximately 20 minutes per pound. I cooked this off yesterday.
Wow.
Absolutely
This is
amazing.
my favorite part of the cooking process.
Look.
Absolutely
That.
amazing. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be slightly salt detection, but this is
Okay.
not going to be salty.
Okay, perfect.
Like we're doing a Virginia ham or something like that.
Also, I don't know about y'all, but like the cooking sounds, it's like ASMR for me. I can sit here and listen to people cook all day
Right?
and just hear
I
slicing.
know, it's so soothing. Okay, so this is something that is okay for people to
Absolutely.
try, and it like even if you've never done the turkey before, it seems doable.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
good.
Yeah, don't be
Jordan's
afraid
happy.
of it. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid of it.
Yeah, defrost that turkey, everyone. You've been warned several weeks in advance.
And if all else fails, have a friend that can cook.
Yeah.
This is true.
a
Like our friend Chef Harden over
Steve.
here. Steve Harden, thank you so
Hey,
much for
Thank you
Thanks
for
for your
having me, you
time.
guys. Appreciate
I'm going to
you.
enjoy this turkey, and we'll be right back. Oh, good.